Hi there, it's Jen from modernmedicinelady.com and the Empathic Woman System, and the word of the day is overload. And I choose this word because today is 4th of July here in the United States. Well, technically it's 4th of July everywhere, but in the United States that means that it's Independence Day. And what that generally means, at least where I live, and I think it's probably true for most people here in the United States, is that it's a really loud day. People who ordinarily don't necessarily make a whole lot of noise are making a lot of noise. I've got neighbors around me who are throwing cherry bombs and just setting off explosives and having all kinds of noisy fun. And the thing is that there's not just the noise. There are the fireworks and the bright lights and the food that we don't normally eat, and for some people the alcohol consumption that they don't normally do, and the hanging out with family and friends that you don't normally hang out with, as well as for many people being in large crowds and going and seeing fireworks displays or 4th of July concerts or watching a parade. And the thing is that for those of us who are highly sensitive and empathic, this can be a real setup for sensory overload. This can be a setup for really hitting our wall and maxing out. And so it's really important to be thinking before you get there, if possible, about how to take care of yourself. So I'm actually posting this a lot earlier in the day than I usually do, because generally I post word of the day sort of towards the end of the day. But I wanted to really talk to you about how are you going to take care of yourself? What are you going to do to make sure that you don't end up basically getting completely maxed out by all of the extra noise, by the food that you don't normally eat, by the crowds that you're not used to being around, by all of the ways that you're getting overstimulated? And do you have an exit plan if you're going to go and be social for a little while? Do you have some way of taking care of yourself if you recognize that it's just too much? So I have a couple suggestions. One is if you have some rescue remedy, today is a really good day to make sure that you got some with you. As well as be sure that you have some drinking water with you and put some drops of rescue remedy in that. And just continue to be sure that you're drinking plenty of water throughout the rest of the day. Also, if you have some earplugs, I highly recommend bringing along some earplugs if you're going to be in any environment where it's going to be loud. Anything that you can do to help your body not get completely jacked by all of the extra energy from this holiday is a good idea. And I did record a tapping video for helping pets deal with fireworks, and the thing is that not only is this video good for pets, it's also really good for people too. So if you're feeling really stressed out from all the noise and the fireworks, you can also use this video. You might need to change a few of the words so that you're not talking about your owner taking care of you, but you get the gist of it. The nature of it is basically it's okay to relax, and it's okay even though there are these loud noises going on around you. So drink plenty of water, take rescue remedy, use some earplugs, plan an exit strategy, really think about how long are you comfortable being where you're going to be, and what is your max, and think about how you can graciously get out of there. Do you have a pet that you need to go feed? Do you have something that you need to be up for the next day? Do you have a long drive? Like, what is your reason for, oh, I really need to get out of here? And you can also just even give somebody a heads up that you're going to be heading out at a certain time, so it doesn't come as a sudden surprise that you're leaving at 5 o'clock in the afternoon when they thought you were going to stay till 9. The other thing I just want to encourage you to think about is things like, what are you going to eat, and are you going to eat foods that are unusual for you? And if that's the case, just really be mindful of eating them in moderation so that if you're like me, you don't end up having a meltdown because you're super sensitive to sugar. As well as if you're going to be drinking alcohol, really being mindful of how much are you going to drink or partake of whatever intoxicating substances so that you don't find yourself maxed out and suddenly realizing that you're hitting sensory overload. So I've already asked you a bunch of questions, but I will just basically repeat the same question I had before, which is how are you going to take care of yourself for this 4th of July? So I'd love to hear what you plan to do, what kind of strategies you've got, and how you are going to just get yourself through this in a way that allows you to come out on the other side of it without feeling completely overwhelmed tomorrow. And so please leave a comment below. And until next word of the day, I'm wishing you peace and ease. And in the meantime, if you haven't already done it, please like my Facebook page, Modern Medicine Lady. And also, I would be eternally grateful for your help to get this video out into the world. So please like it, please share it, and please pass it along to other people who would find it useful. Thank you so much, and until tomorrow, peace.